What is going on, people? Welcome back to another video on AJ5, and in today's video guys we do have an update on Bonk, which has once again dropped about 10% in the last 24 hours and is currently valued at this value here. So as you guys probably know, over the last couple of days it hasn't been performing too well. Approximately over the last 5 days it has been doing nothing but dropping in value. So we're going to be looking at what is next for Bonk. Is it going to keep crashing, or is it getting ready for a potential pump over the coming days? And looking at going into 2024, what can we expect from Bonk? Is it worth buying the dip right now, or should you avoid it at all costs? Because as I mentioned in my previous updates, I personally wouldn't invest into the crypto, and I didn't expect it to drop down in value and for a price correction to take place, which is currently happening. So we're going to be looking at its next targets over for the rest of December and for next year as well. But before I go into all of that stuff, guys, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go down and smash the subscribe button, as well as like the video, as I am trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you guys can help me hit that target, I will be doing a cryptocurrency giveaway, which you guys can join by simply subscribing to the channel. And for a bonus entry, follow me on Instagram. Link to that will be in the description box down below. So we are currently looking at the candlestick pattern chart with the Fibonacci scale, which I'm going to be using later on in the video to do some technical analysis. But for now, I'm just going to hide this, and I'm going to bring up the usual MACD indicator to do some price prediction, as I'm pretty sure that's what most of you guys are here for. So we are looking at the daily chart as usual, and we've got the purple line here at the top, and we can clearly see that the value of Bonk is slowly starting to drop down, getting closer and closer to the purple line here, which gives us a sign that it was overvalued like I predicted, and it is dropping back down to its average value, which I also predicted. So let's zoom in into the 30-minute chart for the short-term traders, and then I'll move on to the hourly, daily and weekly chart for the long-term investors like myself. But before I do that, guys, just a little disclaimer. As usual, this is no financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is from my own prediction and my take on this crypto, and any gains or losses you guys make, I will not be responsible for. So zooming into the 30-minute chart here, we do have the blue line looking slightly bearish, heading towards the negative direction, and the orange line is looking slightly bullish, heading towards the positive direction. So essentially what we have is two lines going the opposite direction to each other. One is looking bullish and one is looking bearish. So what does this exactly mean for Bonk, guys? So over the next 12 to 14 hours, essentially by tomorrow midday to tomorrow afternoon, I am expecting Bonk to have gone for an overall drop in value. So more drops are expected. Do expect more red candles, but of course it is going to hit green candles in between as well, up and down, just like how it's been performing over the last 24 hours. But the overall outcome has been negative, so that is, yeah, it's going to be a repeat of what's taken place over the last 24 hours. So more drops in value are expected from Bonk over the next 12 to 14 hours. Moving on to the hourly chart, next couple of days, what can we see here? We are not looking too great in this case. We've got both the lines heading bearish towards the bearish direction, looking quite negative, meaning more drops in value are expected from Bonk over the next 7 to 8 days. So by mid next week, guys, Bonk should be trading at a lower value than where it is at the moment, potentially dropping below this price range here is what I'm expecting from Bonk over the next week or so. But again, that doesn't mean that it's going to be consistently hitting red days for the next 7-8 days. Of course not. It is likely to hit the odd green day here and there in between, where it's likely to take a little bit of a pump, but again, that does not change the overall outcome, which at the moment seems to be more on the negative side. Moving on to the daily chart, next couple of weeks, again, we're looking quite skeptical. We've got the blue line looking bearish and the orange line looking bullish. Just like the 30-minute chart, both the lines are going towards each other, going opposite direction. So as I predicted in my previous Bonk updates, I am expecting Bonk to have dropped all the way back down in Q1 of 2024. So around February time, March, it should essentially have dropped back down to around this, below this price range here is what I'm expecting. So that's 0.000005 cents. So below that price range is where I'm expecting Bonk to be trading at. Again, This is what I predicted since the start, and I'm still going by that as well. It hasn't changed at the moment. However, as mentioned previously, if there are any major updates that could take place from Bonk, such as a major crash or a major bull run or a price pump or anything like that, either in a positive or negative direction, I will of course let you guys know as soon as possible on my Instagram page and on my YouTube channel as well. So make sure you guys stay subscribed and turn on the bell notifications to get notified every time I upload. So far it is not looking so good for Bonk, for especially those of you guys who invested into it when it was pumping, and especially here on the 15th of December when it was basically at its highest. If you've invested into it and haven't sold it, you are probably on a loss right now, and it is likely to drop down further. But again, you guys, it is cryptocurrency, it is a very volatile market, so anything can literally happen. So let's get rid of the MACD indicator and bring on the Fibonacci scale to do some technical analysis. As you guys can see, we have dropped back down into the blue zone. So over the coming weeks, what I'm expecting is for it to slowly start to drop back down in each of the zones here and ending up in the red zone towards the very end of this year or Q1 of 2024. Bonk should be dropping back down into the red zone is what my predictions are at the moment. Reason for that is literally broken out from each and every zone out there without any resistance, which does not make it sustainable. So it should drop back down into the red zone and then potentially slowly and steadily gain value in 2024 by mid or towards the second half of 2024. But of course there will be more updates on that. So yeah, this is my take and my prediction on Bonk. And as you guys can see here, the trading volume keeps on dropping. It's dropped 30% in the last 24 hours, making it $344 million in trading. If we look at the monthly chart, it is still up 340%, and we can see here the trading volume was at a peak of $1.9 billion and right now has dropped down to 344 million, which is quite of a major drop. But again, we all know the reason for that is because the value has been consistently dropping over the last 3 to 4 days. So comment down below, are you guys still expecting Bonk to pump over the next couple of days, weeks and so on? Have your predictions changed? Have you guys buying it? Are you guys selling it? Or are you guys just holding back onto it? Comment down below, as I'm very intrigued to see how many of you guys are still bullish or bearish now on this crypto. So make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting and just supporting the channel in any way or form, and especially all the subscribers out there. Thank you guys so much, as it helps me out a lot and it means a lot to me, as I am trying to hit 100k by the end of the year. And at the end of the day, guys, it's free to subscribe, so why don't you go down and smash that subscribe button and like the video, and I'll catch all of you guys in my next crypto update, which should hopefully be later on today or tomorrow. Until then, take care and peace.